All right, here we are, Austin AHH. This is our giveaway here in April here, and we've been down here for a while. It is extremely rainy out here, extremely rainy. It was downpouring on the way. All the warnings went, thunderstorm warnings, flash flood warnings, all that kind of good stuff while we've been out here. But people still showed up. People braved the weather to come out. We still had a good line. We thought we may get half of what we normally get, but it seems like we're still out here. Most people are huddled up under the I-35 bridge, since that's probably the largest protection from the weather that's around here. But there's still several groups out there. On the far side, our clothing aisle on this side, lots of shoes and other donated things. And shout out to people that donated and dropped things off at the Atheist Community of Austin Library. That was amazing. It was so many clothes that were there, and so we have them all out there now. We're down to the last few fittings over there because we opened that up early. We have coffee and Kool-Aid on the far side. Mark is manning that station over there, and over here we have lots of things: the Rice Krispie treats and bananas, applesauce. So we also have some tuna salad packs. So these are ready to go tuna packs with crackers already sitting inside. It doesn't have to be refrigerated. You just open it up and you can just eat and go on that side. So those were awesome. Those microfiber face towels down on that side. We also have lots of these little flashlights going on here, and so the flashlights have a plastic insert, and so there was an army coming out here earlier to take out that plastic insert, and so right now we're down to an army of two happening here. So that's still going, but yeah, they are LED flashlights that can last a decent amount of time out here. We have 200 of those out on the table, and so there the flashlights are there. Going through Susanna from I Support the Girls, the Austin chapter here in Austin, of course, and of course our sign on the side. But it's been a very wet morning. It's dripping out under here, so we had to set up tables between where the dripping was happening, but we found a good spot. And we just want to give a shout out to everybody that sent in donations, that donated via the PayPal link, that sent in things to the Amazon wish list, all the things that make this possible. We had a snafu. Like, one of our volunteers, the one who holds the tables, the storage place, we actually couldn't get inside to get those other tables, and so we scrambled last night to grab a few more tables. So I grabbed one table from the ACA library. We had other volunteers bring in a few other tables, so we're used to about 15 to 16 tables total that we're using, and now we're actually using just 5. And so, we crunched everything together. We have the dog food, cat food, water down here on the ground, and so things that can be on the ground are on the ground, and we're handing out other things as well to try to maximize the amount of table space that we had. And it's amazing to think that just a few years ago we only had the 5 tables because that's all we needed. That was the amount of stuff that we had. But now we've gotten so large that now that we're crunching down to just 5 tables, it is a extreme struggle to put everything together. We have 2 tables that are sitting, and we have a little partition that's sitting between them, so that to give us a little more room to fit everything on, and everything is still very, very tightly packed on the table. But we're making it work. Rain or shine, we're out here. It's going to be raining all day probably. It's just been a torrential downpour, so we're happy to see everybody came out, and we'll be out here for as long as we need to. It's about 2/3 of the regular amount of people. But thank you so much, and we'll see you next time around.